everyone. Hopefully, you can see now the right slides. So, unfortunately, I can't hear you. So, um, well, I think you can see it. Otherwise, raise your hands maybe in the front row. So, but for now, so hello, everyone. My name is Stefanie Fuchsloch. And can you see me? Just raise your hand. I'm not sure. No, not yet. Now, actually, you should see me. So, perfect. So, once again, hello, everyone. My name is Stefanie, and I'm joining you today from Karlsruhe, actually, directly from the NFDI office, where I work as a scientific officer. So, today I'll tell you about my attempts to explain NFDI to a younger audience. Because when I wear the NFDI shirt, my nephews and nieces ask me, what is NFDI? And I am very delighted about that question and launch usually into a very long speech, starting with the purpose by the NFDI statutes and followed by the 5 different governing bodies of the association. And then I make a turn to the departments, such as the 26 consortia plus space for NFDI. And the other departments, such as the 5 interdisciplinary sections, which you can see here. So my speech usually leads to 3 reactions. And the first one is running away, which ultimately means that the question has been left unanswered and, of course, leaves me feeling disappointed. And the second reaction is also the abruptly change of the topic. Something like, oh, look, the sun is coming out. Let's go over there. And also leads to the end of the conversation about NFDI, which is also quite sad. So, and then we have the third option, and this is actually the best one because it is a follow up question. Something like, can you give me an example of NFDI? And this reaction is great because it offers further answers. So now my new idea is to compare NFDI to a library. Because in a library, books are organized by their subject and can be found by specific numbers. So the library categorizes and sorts the books so that you as a visitor can find the books and borrow them and go home with the books and read them happily on your couch. Just like Jenny here enjoys reading the new standards book. And at this point in my story, everyone's eyes are still fascinated. So, but now comes the tricky part actually, applying the example to NFDI. And instead of books in a library, NFDI aims to categorize and sort research data. So researcher can access and reuse already existing data sets for more research purposes. And to find the right data as a researcher, we need common standards for metadata, similar to book numbers. So, but we are not only talking about a few books in a shelf, we are talking about 4 different scientific disciplines with over 200 subject areas of the scientific disciplines. So, we are talking about a lot of shelves and many different types of data, such as water quality or the distance to the sun as research data. So the challenge for these different types of data are diverse. For example, the data size. If we imagine a book is a data set, then the size of the book might be huge because we are generating more and more research data every day. And to give you an example, the Square Kilometre Array Observatory is currently being built in South Africa and Australia. So the Max Planck Society, which is also a member of the NFDI Association, is also involved in the project. This observatory offers the possibility of observing galaxies or discovering dangerous asteroids, so quite useful for all of us. And within 1 year, it will deliver nearly 700 petabytes of observational data. So that's a lot of data, so much that we are talking about a huge book which would need several shelves or even libraries. It is actually the capacity storage of nearly 1.5 million of laptops, and that is per year. So, however, it is not only the size and findability of data sets that brings challenges, but also questions from researchers about how to make their research data reusable and interoperable, and also clarifying the legal issues. And therefore, different help desks of the consortia support the researchers in their research data management questions. And another important aspect regarding the data protection is that not all data should be accessible to everyone in our NFDE library. So, for example, patient data. In order to protect this kind of data, we require identity and access management systems for researchers, such as the basic service will provide. And you can find more information on the Base for NFDI website. So, in this vision, you as a researcher log in and get easier access to data across all the different scientific disciplines and databases. And you can use different data sets from different organizations for your research purpose. And you can analyze these data sets with different tools, and this could lead to new knowledge, for example, regarding dangerous asteroids or curing rare diseases based on the patient's data. So for this purpose, NFDI creates a huge network of different research organizations and even more stakeholders so that we can work all together at our common aim of building a fair data future. And hopefully, with this example of a library, no niece or nephew will run away anymore or abruptly change the topic because everyone will be fascinated by NFDI. And with this fascinated view, we are looking forward to the Science Slam tonight. And we say thank you for having us and enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.